What's up, guys? Today's video, we're going to be talking about trade management strategies and how to maximize gains and minimize risk in the market. Everybody has their own trade management strategies. I have mine, you have yours behind the screen. Um, all profitable traders have a trade management, methodology. There's no perfect trade management methodology, but I'm going to share with you mine, and it's been working for me, so you can adopt it in your particular trading regiment. So what I do with trade management is I basically scale into positions rarely. So and I trade the 4 hour time frame. I'm a swing trader. So let's say let me show you a position I'm currently in. So you can see now, look at this position on ETH. Price just rallied his way up. So I'm not going to go to the smaller time frame to start looking for positions to buy, because look at, there's a position here, there's also a position here to buy. These are opportunities, but that is not my edge basically. So and also the time I have to trade is not very, very, you know expanded. When I say expanded, I don't have so much leisure of time, you know. So I just place a trade and go about my daily life. So, but when I'm in a trade and I have situations like this, let's say as price is going up, it gives me a double bottom formation and I'm able to ascertain that it's from a 50-61 extension, I'm going to buy. So I'm going to add to position. But before I add to any position, all the original position has to be on break even. That is how I do it, so that I've already covered that particular risk. Then I'm opening another risk. So if price decides to stop that position in, let's say price decides to, as price is going, I decide to buy here, and price came back down. Let's say I bought around this level here, and now let's say like price came back after I've covered this risk. Price just came back down and stopped me out on this particular position. Let me do it properly so you guess what I'm trying to say. So I've covered this risk here. I've covered this particular trade here. Now this trade is open. Now let's say a price just came and stopped me out on this position. It's going to definitely take this particular trade on break even. Now this particular trade, I'm just going to lose the original percent I plan to risk for that particular trade or that particular day. So, like me, I trade a couple of pairs. I trade about 13 pairs. So, in one of my accounts currently, I have about 3 trades in that's floating. So, I have this in that's floating. I have, I think I have gold that's floating. I also have Euro USD that's floating. So, before I took this trade, I was open to risking 2% on the particular trade on this week. So I took this trade on 1%. So one is on break even. I took Euro USD on 1% too. Now Euro USD is on break even too. So you see that both trades are covered. Now I took another trade on gold, and this is open on 1%. So basically, I've been able to risk 3% at the end of the day, but make sure every trade is covered before you put in another risk. So that if all of them do, because up is all probability. So if all of them do goes to your take profit at the end of the day, let's say this week now, all of these trades go to my take profit, I'm going to close in for the week at 6%, because I'm doing a 1 to 2. So I'm going to close in for the week at 6%. I was open to, risking 2%, but I was able to make 6% from taking 3 trades. So 2%, 4%, 2%, 4%, 2%, one, sorry. Yeah, basically. So, but first off, the main thing is you need to cover one risk first before you go in, and there's no need to rush. If the trade is not ready, just leave it alone. There's no, let's say on this, okay, I was supposed to take another, I have this trade, I have oil currently on another account. There was an opportunity to buy BTC. Let me show you. You can see this BTC position. This BTC position is a very good position. I'm not in this trade. I just drew the forecast here because basically I wanted to sell it on this particular account, the account that has this trade, but the trade is not 1 to 1 yet. If I move it, you can see it's still open and it's just 1 to 0.9. So I'll just wait. This trade, BTC, now is gone. There's nothing I can do about it. There'll always be another trade another day. You understand? So the main idea is make what I do is make sure one risk is covered before you open another risk. And when that risk is covered, you have the leverage to use the original chip. Let's say the original lots, the original position you want to risk, percentage you want to risk on that particular week, you can now add it to what is going on. So tit for tat. You don't just open yourself to unnecessary risk, because this trade, as it looks as good as this, can easily just come back down like this and you're stopped out. You're not covered. You understand? So no trade is a perfect trade in this market. No setup is perfect. Nothing is perfect. It's all probability. So once you have that knowledge, you should know you should play very, not totally safe, but play smart with your trading, play smart with your risk, and play smart with everything with the business. So yeah, that's how I think about you know managing your trades, and so that you can maximize the gains. Like for this week now, you can see that if all of these trades goes to take profits, one, okay, not this is in drawdown, 1, 2, 3, I'm up 6% for the week. I've been able to maximize my gain. But if I was not able to cover those risks, I'm not able to put in a new risk. So make sure you cover first, then you add new position. Sometimes I risk 2%, 5%, but make sure that trade is covered. No other trade should make you feel like I'm missing out on something. It is all probabilities. The trade that you feel like you're missing out on is going to come and stop you out. The trade that you think, oh, it's not a very fine trade, it's an ugly trade, is going to go to TP. So it's all probability. Once you have that ingrained in your mind, you will know, understand how to manage your risk, and you understand how to leverage properly. That's all for this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Build a community. I'm trying to build a community, and you can join in this building phase. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.